got something we should say. I feel like we've been running from the rain. You know we can make it through the rain. You know we can make it through the rain. You know we can make it through the rain. You know we can make it. It's pouring down on me, I won't complain. Cause I kinda like the rain sometimes. Every now and again. Oh, say you love me one time. But did that season change? I've been on the front line since this love war began. We could try to clean it up, but the stain still remains. Cause in reality, love and happiness live next to pain. Going through changes. Hey, I saw you the other day. You turn around, look the other way. I feel like we got something we should say. I feel like we've been running from the rain. You know we can make it through the rain. You know we can make it through the rain. You know we can make it through the rain. You know we can make it.
Swaley, my brother, look, from where you first started to where you at right now, I'm pretty sure you're proud of yourself. Added bonus, I'm proud of you too, man. Keep doing what you're doing. I could tell, dog, you really care about making great music. I felt that when I first heard that Sunshine music that you did with Post Malone for that Spider-Man movie. I just liked the way you vibed on that song, and to me it showed. You try to make the most out of what limited. I don't want to say that you ain't got the talent, but like, you know what I mean, like with whatever you feel like you could reach right now with your vocals, you try to make the most out of it. And I could tell, bro. I can really tell. And what I think is the most disrespectful thing, and I think what sucks, is that everyone started biting off of you and try to sing like you, and they felt like they could pop up. So then now you got like 20 of these cats that try to sound like you. God bless, a couple of them passed away, but nonetheless, rest in peace. But still, you know what I mean? It's just, people started biting, and to me it kind of like, it's like, oh, if he can sing and if he's gonna pop, then you know what, so can I. And then they start doing that. And I think the biggest thing though is, like, I'm not even mad at them, because they probably couldn't sing as well either as some of these talented vocalists like Trey. But the worst part, and I think this is where I think he really is the biggest comeback of the world. But when you get an artist who really can sing, but then steps beneath himself and starts to sing like you because he wants to follow trends, that's a trifling ass motherfucker. I can't stand motherfuckers like that the most, because then it's like, you sound biting big time, you don't give a fuck, and you basically slapping Swaley in the fucking face, saying that I could do what you do better than you, even though if Swaley had your voice, I'm pretty sure he would do a lot more than what he can right now. But I'm gonna say this, because I don't want this to come through across as spite. I've already said this about this same dude. I'm gonna leave it as it is, because we don't trade songs. But I want to talk about Swaley. I swear, man, Sway, don't give up. Keep singing, keep doing you. I could tell you really cared. You really did show up on this song, and you wanted to be there. And I know Trey wouldn't fuck with you if he felt like you wasn't on that level. There's no doubt in my mind he really liked how you came across. I bet you probably came across with him and said you wanted to be on that real music, and you know what? Fuck it. Rocked with you and all that. So to me, bro, look, your vocals is like a muscle, man. Even I struggle. I was terrible at singing as a kid. Here's the thing, people can say you suck and whatever. If you really are passionate, your heart's in there, your soul's in it, don't stop. Keep singing, bro. Keep doing it. Don't be afraid to hit the melodies where you feel like you're not strongest. Keep doing it. You're letting your muscles rip. It's like working out, you know what I mean? You gotta let that muscles rip, bro. Because then you could. That's why I was even sing sometimes in my videos. I don't really care what people say. You know what I mean? Because I also show like a milestone. Like, yeah, this is where I was at now. Watch me from a year later, because I'm gonna keep singing. You don't stop, bro. Because like I said, you letting your muscles rip, grow stronger. Just make sure you eat a lot. Make sure you do rest your voice. Don't sing too much. You know, get a lot of honey in it and soothe it up. And, you know, just keep doing you. I wouldn't be surprised, Sway. If you keep trying hard, bro, you're going to sound really unique, man. So, yeah, sometimes you start at the basement instead of really starting on the ground level floor like some people do. Or some people really have a great place to step at when they first are born. You know what I mean? You could just sing right off the bat. But eventually, with hard work, you can get there. Just like how people were always talking about how they were like, oh, T-Mac, Tracy McGrady was really talented right off the bat. But like Kobe, who people would say, I've heard this from people I grew up with, they were like, oh, Kobe wasn't as talented as Tracy McGrady, but he was a harder worker. Like, his work ethic was stronger, and he was all about being the best. He kept working at it, and guess what? In my opinion, I think he's the best basketball player of all time. I still think he's the GOAT. I think he's eclipsed Jordan. He's done anything that Jordan has done and done it better. And the best part is Kobe never took credit for himself. That's why people are hating on him, because they're like, oh, you were just another copy of Jordan. But really, even Kobe acknowledges himself, said, without Jordan, they wouldn't be me. But he took his game, he took what he learned from Jordan and added his own elements and became better. That's a difference. It wasn't like he was able to just right off the bat do what he had to do. No, he had to keep working at it, had to keep practicing. You know, like LeBron James, right off the bat is talented as hell, but do I think he's living at his full potential? I feel like he likes to be in a controlled environment and like lets things work with what he feels is comfortable instead of really pushing himself out of his comfort zone, which I think is also what's hurting him too. But at the end of the day, he's only going to look at the rings and be like, I mean, to me, it's like you kind of got it easy, but, you know, nonetheless, you know, a ring is a ring, and that's how people are going to look at it. I just think, to me, you're just cheating yourself out of the most potential you could bring out of yourself. I really don't like people that do that to themselves. Like, to me, that's just like, ugh. But I feel like you're more on like Kobe's level, though. Like, you really have to work hard and get up there. If you just continue to work hard, I think you could really be something special, man. But yeah, this was a dope song. It's funny, it's like Trey's really good on himself, but sometimes when he be on them songs with the features, he really be stepping it from 100 to like 120, or from 110. Like, he's always 110 on his stuff, but then he goes up on a 120 when he does his, and it's dope, man. But yeah, Rain was a dope song. I'm definitely liking Sway Lee on this. It was really great. But I want to go ahead and get to the next track. That's going to be track number 17, Tug of War. Pending another commercial. Okay, let's get it.
Just want to tell you how I feel. I never want to lose you. Just want to say what we have. Damn. No more. Tell me you need space.
It sounds similar
My time for yours.
to a song he's made before. I've heard a song that's similar to this that he's made. I think it was from 11. Yeah, you know what this song reminds me? You know. Just let me know. You just let me know. From 11, yeah. This song has the same similar vibe as Let Me Know from 11. Go ahead. Yeah, I like that. It ain't okay just to leave it like that. It ain't no way
keep on tugging and pulling away. I keep on pulling and pushing away. Why you wanna treat me this way? Got me feeling like you never really loved me, but is you trying to tell me it's over? Well, I'm trying to tell you it can't be. No, I don't tell you no. So you need me traded my time for your love. All you want is break. Tired of fighting, feeling like I can't win. Just like a tug I keep on tugging you, pulling away. I keep on pulling you, pushing away. I keep on tugging you, pulling away. I keep on pulling you, pushing away. So you said you needed your space. Shouldn't mind when I need mine. Trading my time. Yeah, now what you say is you need a break. Oh, I'm pulling for love. Tell me why you pushing away. Oh, feeling like I can't win. Oh, I don't know.
Funny thing is, I felt like I needed to go to the restroom. I was about to pause this, be like, Then this song really got in, clicked in. Next thing you know, I forgot about needing to use the restroom. That's what real music does for you, man. It heals you. So when you think like, something may go wrong in life, you just play a certain song, the melody is kind of like, it's like hypnosis in a sense, but it motivates you to continue to think more and better. Sometimes that's what it is, y'all. I really don't like some music because it don't seem to me like it motivates anyone to do anything substantial in their life. It's just like, oh, it's a song to just get drunk, get lady, get stupid with it. You know what I mean? And that's why I'm like, I can't fuck with the industry. I know people are gonna say, oh, the industry been like this for a long time, but there was a time when music was real music, and we all really cared about that. And sometimes, if anything, like especially without like the 808 was rocking back then, like that music was motivational and like getting you to really work out or get you focused on something, kind of like pumped your blood, gave you, like energy. And that's what I feel, especially since they switched to this new 808 kick pattern. Like, to me, it's just like, you just kind of like, it's like muting something, man. Like, to me, it's like going from Arnold Schwarzenegger to like Diary of a Wimpy Kid. You know what I mean? Kind of like that. Like, you went from flexing to now just being like, just like, you know what I mean? Like, to me, the 808 represents strength. And when you limit the 808 from its vibration, you limit the roar from it. So it's like going from a lion to like a little kitty cat, like a house cat. And it's like, okay, you want to mess with them house cats? Cool. For me, a pet, for me, would be like a lion. You know what I mean? Like, you got to have something strong, that's brave and bold. And to me, that's what the 808 represents. It represents that. And you come in and you give the melodies like how Trey did on here, and it just adds more substance to the song. And then on top of that, the lyrics just like you got the recipe all organic, man. Like, that's the beauty about it. Tug of War is great, man. That song encapsulates everything that I really love and enjoyed the most about contemporary R&B in the way that it's evolved, in my opinion, to a new level. Her has been consistent with what she's been doing. Tilla, Summer Walker has, if you listen to Last Day of Summer, I haven't heard a new album yet. I pray to God, if anything, is similar to her first album that I listened to and doesn't have any of that industry bullshit in it. And we good. But like, that's what I'm saying, that type of vibe that just comes from the soul. You just feel that in your soul. To me, it's plastic when I hear the other shit. You know what I mean? Like how he did Nobody's Watching, or how he did whatchamacallit, was it Save It? Yeah, Save It. And nobody's watching for like until the last minute. But like, to me, it feels plastic. It just feels generic. It feels like as if you're just faking, you know, like it's like you wearing high, you know, material shit just to show off, you know, like a you know, Louis Vuitton and all that shit. Is like, you don't really need that shit. You just need the stuff that makes you feel good. And yeah, sometimes people want name brand, but you don't really need that in life. You just need something that describes who you is. If you like wearing a hoodie over your head, or you, like me, I wear a beanie. I like the look, black and white. You know what I mean? That's just how I feel. You rock with what makes you feel you, and you go with that. Black and blue, that's my thing. That's my color. I wear things black and blue that describes who I am, what I've gone through in life. So it's like that. You don't want to lose identity. If I start wearing Louis Vuitton, I start wearing, you know, Supreme shit and everything, to me, I'm losing value of myself, like as if that has more value than me. So when I see some of these cats, they do that, they wear that stuff, it's like, to me, you're just putting more value into the brand than you are putting it in yourself. And then at the end of the day, you're cutting yourself. You know, it's like basically free advertisement or whatever. But either way, like, shouldn't you matter more than what you wear? Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, when I see these athletes and all that wear that, you know, it's like, I don't know if they feel pressure to wear it or if like they just wearing it out of their own will. But like, to me, it's like, you don't need that shit. I don't care if you're making millions of dollars. It's like, why do you need that? That's just how I feel. Unless you really, really just like how it looks and you just want to wear it, that's cool. But don't just wear it because it's, you know, like what everybody else is wearing. Fuck that. Wear what fits you. And that's what I'm saying with Trey. Like, it's the same thing with artists and their music. Play the music that fits you and your style. Tug of War, there you go. You know? On Hand? No. Tug of War? Yeah. Get me? Feel me? Cool. Okay, next track coming up. Track number 18. All This Love. Let's get it. One more time. I was gonna say too, on YouTube, Trey got some dope visuals right here on this album. And on that picture, because he got the whole beard, mustache growing in, not gonna lie, you kind of do look a lot like Omarion on there. But anyways, let's get to it. All This Love. Track number 18. Another slow jam right here.
I've been giving this up. Yeah, I've been living with it. Oh, I've been dwelling on it. I got something in my heart. And ooh, if you permit me just a moment, if you could humor me, just a touch of sweet indulgence, I will make things plain to see. I'm taking that one-on-one. I'm taking that all you need. I'm taking that all you want. I'm talking about you and me. So come and get all this love, yeah. Come and get all this love. Come and get all this love. Come and get all this love. I'm taking that rental. I'm talking about say that day. Coming home to you every day. Talking 3, 4, 5 damn babies. Come and get all this love, yeah. Come and get all this love. Come and get all this love. This love, truly, them other girls, I swear they never do me the way that you do, baby, cause you take it so personal to be the best I've ever known, I've ever seen, I've ever shown. The parts of me that I keep close, it's scary, the way that I've always carried You relieve that, I believe that this was meant to be. Your energies out of this world, call you ET. You heavenly like G-O-D, so I receive that. I'm taking that one-on-one. I'm taking that all you need. I'm taking that all you want. I'm taking that you and me, so come and get all this love, yeah. Come and get all this love. Come and get all this love. Come and get all this love. I'm talking that great talk. I'm talking about Saturday. Come on, every day. Talk the 3, 4, 5 more reasons. Come and get all this love. Come and get all this love, yeah. Come and get all this love. No. This love. Did you hear what I said? Woman, come and get all this love. All this love. All this love. Do you know what I'm talking about? I'm taking that one-on-one. I'm taking it all you need. I'm taking it all you want. I'm taking it you and me. So come and get all this love, yeah. Come and get all this love. Come and get all this love. Come and get all this love. I'm taking that great talk. I'm talking about Saturday. Coming home to you every day. Talking 3, 4, 5 damn babies. Come and get all this love. Come and get all this love. Come and get all this love.
Nah, I'm not gonna lie, right here. Could have sworn I was listening to something from Trey Day. Or I Gotta Make It, or something from Ready. Something from his first 3 albums. That's crazy, man. He took it all the way back. Legitimately made it like as if he was still living in 2007 or 2008. Like late 2000s R&B right there. That's genuine. Now, when I'm hearing him, when he was definitely tempting around that signature and famous riff by Usher from Nice and Slow, it got me thinking, imagine if he had Usher hop on this track with him. Man, that would be something else. Now we combining Trey Day and Confessions together. No, but that was dope, man. He really took it back on that one. That was like paying homage to his, his day ones, man. I mean, his, first day coming up, man. That being said, let's get to track número 19. OG Love Loop.
Women on web looking for a man. You see anybody, you feel, hey, how you doing? Everybody look. They always do that. Everybody does on the end.
But no, everybody don't do that. You be clean, pressed down. I heard your head stop looking nice and you be playing cute. And I step away a minute and what I do that for?
sweeter, the cooler, beyond a 10.
Demonstrations everywhere. All across America.
Yet another sad story today as another black man dies at the hands of police officers.
Alright, looks like Trey wants to take a dark turn towards that topic. Man, this is definitely gonna be a vibe killer, but it's gonna have to be something I'm gonna have to listen to. So that being said, track number 20, conveniently titled 2020 Riots. How many times?
Tough times, I hope y'all holding up. We'll be alright, cause we always is. But I'm feeling like this.
How many mothers have to cry? How many brothers gotta die? How many more times? How many more times? How many more marches? How many more signs? How many more lives? How many more times? Take a look around. Can you see it now? Don't be colorblind, cause when they killing mine, they'll try to justify. Oh, each and every time. Playing in the park, taking your jog, sitting on the couch, in your own house. Never seen a matter what we do. You think we don't matter what we do. You got a problem cause the city on fire. But you're quiet when niggas die. Let the soul about their body that we bury. You a god now, you no longer have to worry. It's so hard to sing these words out loud. All these beautiful, precious black lives lost in the name of senseless white pride. Tears fall.
That to me contradicts everything you just said right there. Why did you have to go and say senseless white pride? Same motherfucking shit I heard from Tory on Daystar. It's like, you niggas gotta stop feeding this shit. You're not gonna get anywhere. We're gonna go in circles over and over again, just like how you made in the song, bro. You can't flip it on the other race like that. It has nothing to do with white. It has to do with ignorant people who aren't suited to wear that fucking badge out here harassing people when they shouldn't, when they should be doing their job. At the end of the day, people are going by with their business. I just got stopped by a cop earlier because I was parked in front of a McDonald's, you know, and the employee, I guess he couldn't see through my windshield. He thought nobody was in the car. I was wondering what was going on. He's like, oh, I didn't know, but I heard your car running. So I don't know what happened. I had to call the cops because, you know, maybe someone left their car here or something, you know. And at the end of the day, I looked out through my windshield, on my front windshield. He was right. For the first time, I actually couldn't see through what the hell it was. And the cop came by, kind of like waved at me. I opened the door. Respected him, like, hey officer, how you doing? He's like, hey, I got a call. Like, oh yeah, the manager told me about that. Yeah, it was a misunderstanding. I realized that he couldn't see me and he heard my car running. I do appreciate him looking out for me. And he's like, is everything all right? Cool. He sees me on my laptop. You know, I'm just working on some beats and everything as I'm eating. You know, it's just how it is in COVID. If I want to eat out and be able to work, gotta work in my car now. But I was like, yeah, everything's good. He's like, okay, cool. And I said, have a God blessed day. He's like, all right, you too. Went in his own way. Continue to. That's all it is. All this shit. I mean, even in that Circles video, like, y'all gotta stop doing that. Stop trying to play the victim role. It's petty. It's disgusting, man. I don't give a fuck what anyone has to say in my comment section. Fuck you. And don't tell me about me being a sellout. The motherfucker that's a sellout is you. because then you selling yourself out of your human rights. Because of this, I'm proud to look how I look. But at the end of the day, I'm not going to use this as the reason why I'm being looked down upon. I'm going to look at myself and be like, okay, what do I got to do to step up? I know that there is people out there that still judge by the culture. But at the end of the day, if you act right and you represent right, you ain't got nothing to worry about. Leave it all up to God. That's the biggest thing that people are having issues today. Even myself, I still have this weakness that I work on. You got to leave it in God's hands. If people do you wrong, do not act out of spite. It's cool. Let it go. Leave it to God. He said it in the Bible, man. He's going to handle all, like, he's the ultimate avenger. You leave it in his hands. You go by with your life, because at the end of the day, no little petty shit ain't worth putting your fucking time and effort into. Move on. You got a bigger picture to focus on too. Don't focus about that shit. Trey, everything that you was trying to do on this song, it defeats the purpose the moment you mention that fucking line. It's not senseless white pride. Stop doing that shit. Stop. I'm tired of these artists doing that. It's like, to me, as if they doing the opposite. It's like maybe they're doing it intentional. You want people to continue to be divided. I'm sick of this shit. I'm telling you, it's a fine line when I love my people and a fine line when I hate y'all. Y'all, it's like it's only about me, about me. Nigga, please. And then I see some of them using it as an excuse to continue being their same lazy ass motherfucking self, smoking and drinking.